Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it. And what's going on, you guys? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? Now, before we get into today's Yes for the Mess deep dive, let me let you guys know what we got coming up on the platform, y'all. So first things first, since today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, and the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be reuniting after 3.5 months of not being active as a group. Okay, we decided to all come together to catch up with you guys. Okay, we've all been doing our things pretty much separately for the last couple of months. Me and T have been doing the Chasing panel together. Me, T, and JoJo have done Roast Review together this summer. Sakina's been doing Summer House reviews, Real Housewives of New Jersey reviews. I've been tuning into those. Really B's been doing her tribe meetings. She's been doing Love and Marriage Charlottesville. I think she did New Jersey as well. And y'all has not been active on YouTube as of late. So the six of us have decided to come together so we can give you guys something, because a lot of y'all have been asking, where's the Whether You Like It or Not panel? We miss you guys. And of course, all six of us still talk to each other. I mean, I was just with Sakina Friday, and I just talked to Josiah yesterday on the phone, and I talked to Really B the day before yesterday, and I talked to Terrence every damn day. So, y'all is always in a group. So we all talk pretty much on a regular basis. So we're going to give you guys a catch up. We're going to be talking about what's been going on in our lives, what we've been doing, and we're probably going to talk about some things that's been going on in the blogs and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about all of those things. We're going to chop it up tomorrow night at 8/7 Central right here on Scotty by Nature TV. The link is already up, so make sure you guys get it. Now, new show alert, okay? We have a brand new show premiering here on Scotty by Nature TV starting Saturday night, and it is called Yes for the Music with Bando Kane, okay? Yes, indeed, me and my baby daddy got a music show together, and I thought it would be fitting because I've been telling y'all that I want to do musical content, and why not do it with him, someone that I know that's near and dear to me, someone that does music. He would be the best person to do this with. And I still am going to be doing some stuff with Calvin Michaels once I get settled in. But me and Bando will be doing this every Saturday. We're going to start off doing it Saturday night this Saturday due to the fact that Love and Marriage Charlottesville will not be airing this week or next week due to the Olympics. So we will be going live on Saturday night at 8 Central Time. And we'll be going live and we'll be talking about nothing but the music, okay? So make sure you guys tune into that, and I'm very excited about that, by the way. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got. So let's go ahead and get into the deep dive. And the deep dive involves these three women: Tami Roman, Shaunie O'Neal, and Evelyn Lozada. And my question is, did Tami, Shaunie, and Evelyn single-handedly ruin Basketball Wives? Some people may not want to have this conversation. Some people may not want to come to grips with this conversation. But I got to be honest and say, I think that all three contribute to where the show is today. I got to say that. We're currently on season 11B, and we're still seeing the same tactics, the same movements, the same this, the same that. They're all doing the same bullshit that they've been doing since the show first came out, right? And what I mean by that is the bullying, the icing out, those type of things. I remember when Basketball Wives first started in 2010. It was one of the first shows that I reviewed when I first came on YouTube. I started reviewing Basketball Wives season 2. Okay, so that goes to show you how long I've been doing YouTube, how long I've been doing Basketball Wives. I've been doing it ever since then. And this show has always been based upon being mean girls. It's always been based on you can't sit with us. It's always been based on those type of things. The haves and the have-nots. It's always been based on that. And if they ever felt like you was a have-not, they didn't want to fuck with you. They treated you like you was a second-class citizen. I feel like a lot of this shit started on season 1. There's always a target every single season of Basketball Wives. And I feel like in season 1, that target was Gloria Govan. When Gloria Govan first came on this show, she was unlikable. Let's be real. She was unlikable at the beginning because she had this snooty attitude. She looked down on Royce because she was a dancer and stuff like that. Like, she was very snooty. She thought she was better than Royce because she was a fiance with a ring, and Royce was just some Twitter craze cheerleader and all of those things that she said that Royce was. I mean, those were her words, not mine. However, she came on the show with a head up her ass, but then it was revealed that her sister allegedly slept with Shaq O'Neal, and everybody was pretty much holding Gloria accountable for the mayhem. Shaunie wasn't really on the show as much back then. She'll pop in, pop out, but I felt like what Shaunie would do is use her friends, Evelyn, Jennifer, Susie, to do her dirty work because she wasn't there. So she allowed them to attack and pit bull Gloria the way that they did. And I never felt like that was cool. I never thought that that was right. I always thought that they was dead ass wrong for the way that they did it. You ain't gotta like Gloria's sister. You know, if her sister did that shit to Shaunie and they were friends and shit, and she really did screw around with Shaq, then that's wrong. But at the same time, y'all ain't got to bully Gloria like that. And I felt like the only person that really needed to be upset or have an issue was Shaunie. I felt like I felt like Evelyn just wanted a problem, and I just felt like Susie was just a big ass follower. That's just what she was. That's what she's always been. And that's one of the things that I never could respect from her. And it just so happened that Evelyn showed her who she really was after a while, because Evelyn showed her that she went after a while. And then she was looking like a complete idiot. But that's besides the point. Gloria was the overall target. She was. And if anybody says that she wasn't, they a damn lie, because she was definitely the target. They made sure she was the target. They made sure she was uncomfortable. Anytime they did a scene together, they made sure she was uncomfortable. They made sure to bring up her sister, knowing that that was going to be an issue, regardless of what her sister possibly may have done to Shaunie. That was still her sister, and of course she wasn't going to allow her sister to be disrespected in her presence, because I might not even for my sister like that these days. But however, I would never allow nobody to disrespect her in front of me. You ain't gonna never do that in front of me. You know what I mean? Especially when I don't fucking know y'all motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So I think Gloria was on the defense when it came down to that. Once again, Shaunie allowing her friends to do a dirty word. It was to the point to where Gloria didn't even show up to the reunion that season. So Gloria was the target, but Royce was someone that they had in their back pocket. And Royce got to be cool with them, and they got Royce to turn on Gloria. Although Gloria did say all that bullshit about Royce behind her back. She was talking crap about Royce behind her back. Let's keep it a book. Let's keep it funky. She was talking about Royce behind her back, calling her a cheerleader, and that she was a cheerleader, but she was doing all of those things. But at the same time, I just feel like all that he came at Gloria because all of them was friends with Shaunie. And I think that that was completely ridiculous. Then we get into season 2, right? They're still bullying Gloria. And now Shaunie is in the show a little bit more these days. Like she's showing up the scenes more. She's in most of the scenes now. And we start off, Gloria then got dropped down to a supporting cast member. She's no longer main. And they bring in Tami. Now, you got 3 people that are possible targets for these girls. You got Gloria, who's on her way out the door. You got Royce, and you got Tami. Tami was an easy target because her hair wasn't cool. She wasn't fashionable. Her hair wasn't on point. She was going through a struggle by the time that she got on this show. She was on food stamps. She was working a regular job. That's what she was doing. And so it was easy to pick on her. It was easy to try to pick on her. It was easy to try to, dog her out and things like that. But it just felt like the venom started coming in Royce. And I felt like they played Royce against Gloria because they needed Royce to be on their side. And I felt like even with Royce, when she became cool with them, although she had a right to be mad at Gloria, she played into that whole "we gonna ice you out." That's what we start with, the icing out. We gonna ice you out. So they decide that they're gonna ice Gloria out at this point. And even in season 2, Susie and Evelyn went on the outs, but I don't really, and I feel like the only person that was going at Susie was really Evelyn. Nobody else was. But everybody had a problem with Gloria, and Gloria wouldn't film with nobody but Susie. Like, she didn't want to film with nobody else. And they all ganged up on her at that restaurant and did all that crazy shit. So they iced her the fuck out, and she wasn't really around like that. Ultimately, she left, went to Basketball Wives LA. The rest of that season, they were doing it to Royce. Don't understand what Royce ever did to deserve what she got from those girls. To this day, I don't know what she did to deserve any of that, because I don't feel like she deserved the heat that they got. Once again, Royce is not fashionable. She's not, a school for school type of female. That's not who she is. And they judged her for that. They look down on people that are not like them. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, she's not like us. She's not like us. It reminds me of the gay community. Go figure. But however, that's what she was doing. That's what she was doing. That's what they were doing. Like, they turned on her. We get to the season 2 reunion. They're just going in on Royce and things like that. By the time we get to season 3, Tami wasn't a target, but Tami and Evelyn had a beef. She was no longer the target anymore. Well, she wasn't really a target. She was just somebody that Evelyn was beefing with, because Jennifer was still cool with Tami, and so was Shaunie. It was only Evelyn that wasn't fucking with Tami. But what they decided to do was, we gonna make Jennifer and Shaunie, we gonna get Tami and Evelyn to be cool with each other. We need Tami. We need this muscle behind us. We're gonna ice Royce out. Royce done pissed us off. We no longer like her, so now we're gonna run her off this show. The same exact thing that they did with Gloria. And with the reality show, the only way that a reality show works is if all parties are willing to create great television. Y'all know y'all got to be around each other. Y'all know y'all got to film scenes with each other. Y'all know y'all got to talk about the issues. Because when you don't talk about the issues that y'all have with one another, then it's kind of like, okay, the fans suffer. We don't see what we need to see. That's the problem here. And they did not want to focus on any issues that they had with Royce. Once Royce and Evelyn got into that fight, no longer they didn't film with her anymore. I felt like it was fucked up that they did that, and I felt like season 3 really could have been a great season had they not done that to Royce. To this day, I still don't know what Shaunie's real issue was with Royce, because Jennifer and Evelyn, it was pretty clear what their issues were, but Shaunie, you never knew what it was, and they just iced her out. She couldn't film anymore. Then you go on to season 4. Tami is on a dream team with Evelyn and Shaunie. And she's now their muscle now. She's the one that they're using to do their dirty work. They don't like Mika in season 3. They never did. And they was going back telling Tami a lot of the things that Mika was saying behind her back. Some of the same things that they also said behind her back at one point in time. But it felt like Tami was so wanting to be down with the clique that she didn't see it for herself. And it's like, she bullied the fuck out of Mika looking back. She did. Now, Mika was a messy ass motherfucker. That's the truth. But when you look back at it, as a 35-year-old versus a 22-year-old, Tami was kind of bullying Mika when you really think about it. No lies, she was. They iced Mika out. She later on left the show. The next season, they got 2 new girls on the show, Kenya and Keisha. Tami wound up being a muscle once again for them. Royce once again iced out. Now Jennifer's on the outs. They're not filming with Jennifer. They're not filming with Royce. Jennifer is pretty much filming with the likes of Kenya, the new girl Keisha, Susie. Those are the only girls she's really filming with. Royce is only filming with Susie and Keisha and Kenya and Tami. And Evelyn and Shaunie pretty much got all of the power, which made season 4 not even be all that great either. When you really look back at it, because it was a bunch of bullying. That's all it was. Tami bullied the shit out of Keisha. Tami was the scapegoat. We later find out that it was based off of shit that Shaunie showed Tami at an airport or whatever. And then, that's how she was privy to some of the footage that was being shown. And then later on, season 5 really don't count because no one really remembers it. But then we come back for season 6. Season 6 is where they merge LA and Miami. Shaunie and Evelyn, they don't want Malaysia and Brandy back on this show. They feel like they don't have substance. But yeah, you cast all these nobody motherfuckers like the Matoy sisters. Okay. Sania, who only had one season. Bunny Jill. Why? These girls. Kiana Green, who was Nick Young's baby mama. We really didn't see her like that either. So it's kind of like, really? So we really didn't know what was going on. Like, it was a season that was all over the place, and they had to bring Malaysia and Brandy in. But the problem was that Shaunie still felt some kind of way about Brandy calling her a bitch. She still felt some kind of way. VH1 wasn't letting her go, because even after she thanked Brandy for her services, Brandy came back the very next season as a full-time basketball wife. By season 6, that's when she decided, okay, I can't get rid of this bitch. Okay, Evelyn coming back. I got to get her and Tami on the same page. We got to get this girl off this show. They started to ice Brandy out. And for what reason? Because you don't like her? Okay. So now we're icing out Brandy in Malaysia. Malaysia wound up staying because Shaunie didn't have no real issue with Malaysia. But Brandy wound up being the one that was iced out. So then it was like, okay, Brandy's our target. We icing her out. So then season 7 came along, and then you bring in Cece, OG, Kristen. Cece was the target, and so was OG. Cece was a target because she was a punk. OG was a target because they felt like she wasn't pretty. They felt like she wasn't beautiful. They felt like she wasn't fashionably forward. That's how they felt about her. That's how they felt about her. Then they really couldn't bulldoze OG off. OG came back the next season. They tried to ice her out. They didn't want to film with her. They didn't want to do, like, they didn't really, like, season 8, they didn't ice her out really, but they still made her and Cece their targets at this point. Like, they was the target. And by then, Tami was so far removed from the show by this point because of all the things that had transpired. She realized that Shaunie wasn't her friend. She realized she was kissing ass and all those things, which I'm going to get to by the time we get to the end and be talking about these seasons. Season 9 is where the show really took a nosedive, and it hasn't been able to recover ever since. A whopping 4 people refused to film with OG. It was Evelyn, it was Shaunie, it was Kristen, and Phoebe. They all decided that they wasn't going to film with OG. Kristen took it back, and she started filming with OG. But Shaunie and Evelyn, they didn't want to. They iced her out. She was gone. We go into the current season right now, where they're now icing out Jackie. And it's like, okay, so this is what these girls do. And it makes me ask the question, did Tami, Evelyn, and Shaunie ruin this show by doing the ice outs? I know a lot of people don't want me to include Tami into this, and I understand why you don't, because everybody loves Tami. But Tami was a part of the Ice Out. Let's be real. She was. She did it to Brandy, trying to be up Shaunie and Evelyn's ass. Okay? I don't like how people try to escape accountability when it come down to Tami. People don't want to hold her accountable for the parts that she played in fucking up this show too. Because she was right there with them doing the bullshit, in my opinion. She was right there with them doing it. And that's why I failed to feel any sympathy for Tami when she was over there crying to Jackie. Talking about, ever since I know them girls, they've been talking about me, and all they ever tried to be was their damn friend. That's the problem. They never with you like that. I've been saying it from the very beginning. I never could understand how you could ever be friends with Evelyn after she called you a non-factor, right after she told you that she's your husband. And you still gonna be cool with her, being her muscle, doing her and Shaunie's dirty work, going after motherfuckers that you didn't have no real issues with. It took for Shaunie to betray you, and it also took for you to see them doing that same to what's her name? To OG. It took you to do that and see that. And you know, I don't really want to continuously hold that against you, but it was the truth. Like, I just can't be okay with Tami getting away with her part that she played in it, because she played a part in it. She helped them ice some of these girls out. She was right there with them being mean girls when it was convenient for them. But when they didn't need her no more, they used up and threw her away. I think that the problem with Basketball Wives, and this is the reason why a lot of us are tired of it. Like, yes, I'm reviewing it. Yeah, it's a check. I'm doing it. Yeah, it's doing moderate numbers for me. Absolutely. But it's the icing out that's really killing this show, and has been killing it. Every time these girls don't like somebody, oh, we don't want to film with her. We ain't gonna film with her. We just gonna ice her the fuck out and act like she never existed. That's not how reality TV works. And that is a clear inclination that Shaunie is using her dislike for people to ice them off the damn show, and that's not cool. We need to stop doing it. I don't like it when people do that. I hate it when people do that. And I need for everybody to be accountable. Evelyn and Shaunie are the biggest offenders, but I can't sit up here and act like I don't feel like Tami didn't play a part in it too, because she did it as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just that she came to grips that these girls don't like her like that. And that's just the thing. But I want to know what y'all think about that. I mean, I just want to know, do you guys think that the girls icing the women off the show that they don't like is a part of the reason why the show is bad? Do you think that this has been a recurring issue? Do you think that Tami is also a person that played a part in Basketball Wives being towed up? Do you think that? Or do you think it was all Shaunie, all Evelyn? Do you think that Tami is absolved from any responsibility of the show being up as it is? I mean, I do want to know what y'all think about that, because, honey, seriously, it's a hot ass mess. It's a hot mess. And I just think that is ridiculous that we're still doing this after it's been over 10 years. For the last 14 years this show has been on, we're still playing the icing out game. It's whack. But anyway, y'all, that's about it. I want to know what y'all think. Make sure you guys leave it below. With that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will leave you guys with the audio of Bando's current single, Don't Sweat. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Don't shake your ass, booty acting up. Don't grab your drinks, baby, pass the Dutch. Damn, shorty bad, looking bad as fuck. Don't sweat it, ain't no competition, I said it. Don't exist for the beef, motherfucker, I did it. Pull up, knock your corns like Mario. Couldn't sweat me do 100 miles of cardio. Damn. You niggas stay faking, you niggas stay hating, you niggas so basic. You felt the win, so don't test me, nigga. My team lethal weapon, Joe Pesci, nigga. They hate to see me win, so I cause them frustration. Haters see my name, so I give them penetration. Bro, running this race on you fucking lanes. Spin the block Big old bitch tucking chain pants.
Make it hot. Don't sweat. Don't stop. Don't sweat. Make it hot.